doing the tabulation immediately after you hand in your score. Now, it's a very simple process. We just want you to choose the 3 wines that you enjoy, that you think has the highest quality, expression, that you love. It's a very simple procedure. You rank the top 3 wines out of the 10 that you have in front of you. Element about the wine that's incredibly attractive, almost sexy, very full. It's very thickly textured without being heavy, and that's a really fine balance to have. Very concentrated, long. It's brawny, it's muscular, and it needs a lot of time. But even in its youth, you can really sense the power of this wine. You see what the wine is? Old World, New World.
Old World. No, New World, New World. Sorry. New World.
This is the wine that came #1 in New York, and we'll find out, maybe today even.
I rated that number 2 or number 3.
Well, this wine is really, as I said, we wanted to showcase the best expression of Cabernet, and I think how Jeannie described it is also the way I like to describe it. It has the power, but it's a sexy wine. It's a wine that is really attractive. It has spices. I said Asian spices, but of course Jeannie went more precisely into the Chinese date, which is a particular spice that you have. But for me, it's modern, it's sexy, it's silky, it's smooth. It's attractive.
Newsworthy headline for some of you journalists out there. Lafite comes #7 in a blind tasting among wine writers and trade in Hong Kong. The #1 wine was Chateau Margaux. But congratulations, Eduardo. I think if you look at the results of this, really. If you look at the results of this, the top 5 wines were all Errazuriz wines except for Margaux. So that's a testament.
Wonderful to see you in Hong Kong. We just finished a Berlin tasting, which is the 12th of its kind around the world. And the results were just announced minutes ago. And we just discovered that among the top 5 wines, 4 of them came from Errazuriz. So.
Well, I'm delighted. It's really great news. Firstly, a great pleasure to see you here in Hong Kong. Jeannie, as always, a great friend and pleasure to be back here as well, because Hong Kong was the first place where we presented our wines 12 years ago.
Yes.
So, and it's really the door to Asia. And presenting our wines in the company of the best wines of the world, and as you said, taking 4 places out of the top 5 is great. It's a great result, so I'm delighted to see how the Hong Kong palates will appreciate our Chadwick, Senya, Kai, and the Maximiano wines. It's great. It's fantastic.
I think it was everyone today that attended, over 70 people, I think really did appreciate the fact that this was an educational exercise. So they learned a lot. And having you here also to explain a little bit more in depth about the soils, the regions, the wines, and the place itself, I think gave definitely a different kind of feeling to the audience.
Well, that was the purpose, and I think with your help we did a brilliant joint. This is a joint team effort, because really getting fine wine to the consumer, to the final palate, to be appreciated, it requires work from the vineyard, from pruning to the production of wine, but then also how we present the wine. And it's so important that people understand the great potential or the great quality of Chilean wine. And I think this type of seminars in which we very respectfully invite people to appreciate wines of the world and to talk about what makes them unique, what are the specific characters.
Yes.
It's very interesting, it's very appealing, and I think that's what we're trying to do. And particularly, people don't know much about Carmenere. Why should they, if Carmenere hasn't been here for many years? So when explaining them, they need understanding so they can really appreciate. And then
you can sense that they want to know, they want to learn,
Yeah.
and that's what the Asian market is all about. But just one last thought, Eduardo, I have to say that you have incredible vision. You have a vision for Chile, you have a vision for your wines, and you had the vision to make this happen, put an event like this. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.